Speaking of AI and cool toys, I've got a
The
couple guys that you
robots are
guys are.
coming.
The robots are here. Forget coming. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Jon Biggs, we got Jamie Anderson in the house, and these guys are playing around with some of the latest and greatest AI technology around visual inspections as a vehicle drives through. It's picking out damage on the vehicle. It's seeing things that humans don't even see. Welcome, my good friends. We're glad to have you with us.
Thanks so much.
Welcome,
Ryan.
Jon. Welcome, Jamie.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you, guys. Ryan, thanks again for inviting us. Really excited to be here today.
Yeah, well, it's you guys are working on some exciting stuff. I mean, what we just heard from the AI panel is super exciting and invigorating, but tell the world a little bit about what you guys have got your mitts into.
Yeah, absolutely. So CMT Scanner, it's been about 6 years. It was created over in Australia. Jon, our CEO, was a storm chaser in his past life and came up with this concept to
PDR tool.
there you
There you
go.
go.
There you
Yeah.
go. So it's taken off very well in Australia, and he's really fine-tuned the AI. And I might have some experience in the AI inspection world a couple of years ago, scaling another company, and Biggs was along with me. So this is really the company that we're looking at to scale nationwide again. And it's really exciting because I think the value that the AI inspection systems bring, just like Jimmy was saying, just the time efficiency, getting cars through quickly, and creating that environment for the customer to really start understanding a little bit more about some of the damage that's on their car. And then as time goes on, even partnering with some of the strategic partners that are on this call to move into the body shop side, to be able to identify some extra opportunities for them that are out of scope beyond the PDR piece, and really be able to kind of start providing them those opportunities with the customers that come through the service lanes and things like that.
It's like, describe it, because I wish we had some visuals, but basically describe what it looks like, and it's kind of this mythical creature that a lot of people haven't seen or heard about. So
Yeah, so it's two arches. There's some that you've seen in the press that looks like a giant car wash. It takes up a huge chunk of the land. With ours, it's very streamlined. So we've got two scanners, one on each side, a big arch, and you just drive right through it. And within seconds, it automatically produces a quote, identifies any dings, dents. What we're doing is a little bit different approach. What we're doing is, once that consumer comes through, it automatically generates an SMS that goes straight to their phone. And then it lets them know, here's some of the items that we've identified on your vehicle. And then be able to say, this is the quote. Would you like to accept or deny it? From that standpoint, then it flips back over to the service director and they can add it to the RO. So it's seamless. We have somebody on site that'll be able to do those repairs for them if they want to, or if they have their own body shop, these will go directly to the body shop to kind of help them follow through with those additional opportunities.
So Jamie, you see this not only as an appraisal tool, but what a terrific way to check in a vehicle, just do a condition report. Because what I understand, you're looking at the bottom, you're looking at the tire wear, you're looking at everything.
Correct. So we just launched at NADA. We have the tire scanner and the undercarriage scanner. So that's the additional piece. And I think for the dealership, the benefit is, first, it's going to identify any kind of irregular wear on the tires. So that's a conversation to have around alignment. But it's always going to show the tread depth. So that's also for safety purposes as well. We'll have a red, yellow, or green to identify that for the consumer and give them the additional opportunity to talk to them about any type of service work with tires, alignment. And then on the undercarriage, it's going to do a quick scan of that to show any kind of leakage or anything like that that's really quick to respond before they even put it up on the rack.
Yeah, Jon, anything you want to add to that? You've been kind of quiet.
Yeah, no, I mean, he nailed it. I mean, it's the we're passionate about this space, and I think it's, Jimmy kind of stole our thunder. I mean, it is just the speed and the accuracy. And I was on the dashboard of one of our customers this morning looking at the opportunity that they have created over January. It was something like a $40,000 lift of just same day service that's taken care of in the service lane. Well, the customers are getting their oil change or they're getting their tires rotated, whatever it may be. But I really think the next evolution, like Jamie mentioned,
Let's expand on that a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated with this. There's some early adopters out there. Obviously, a lot of people, this is the first time they've even heard of this technology. You guys have been doing it for a few years.
Yeah.
For most people, this is brand new to them. What kind of results are some of your early adopters getting like that? That was a great example.
Yeah, so what we're seeing is about a 20 to 25% conversion rate of all vehicles that are coming through the service lane today. We're seeing about between 20 to 25% of them are converting and actually having the work done.
So can I back you up there, John? So you say
100%.
that 25 to 30% are converting. What percentage of vehicles are they actually finding damage on? Do we have any numbers on that?
So I believe we are in the last time I looked, I think we're in the 45, it's about 45% is what we've seen to this point.
Yeah.
So it's pretty high. And what we're working through now is what does it look like, once that customer actually leaves, if they've declined it, how do we start following up with them actually after after they leave for that day over the next 30 to 60 days?
Right.
Because I think what's going to happen is we're going to see that percentage go up quite a bit. But, Jamie touched on it. I think the next evolution of this is through, partners like Body Shop Booster or another one that told us not to steal their thunder when they talk a little later is to, actually really have an opportunity to refer a lot of work to the body shop out of the service lane.
That's what excites me about this technology. I've walked through dealer service lanes and I go, there's a dent, there's a dent, there's a dent. Why are these not in the body shop when the body shop's complaining they don't have enough work?
Yeah.
Well, when you think about a dealership that has 1,500 cars go through a month or 1,500 ROs,
what a gold mine.
1,500 potential opportunities.
Yeah.
And the thing around this type of technology is the scanner is never distracted by being in a fight with their wife. They're not distracted by money. They're not distracted by their phone. It's a consistent look at every vehicle. And I think that's where, I think we're still in day one of what's possible here.
I think we're going to see this space expand and just explode really over the next few years. What can we expect around that piece of it? Like, what is your anticipation of this getting adopted? Who's going to be the first ones to move? Because I can think of like countless opportunities from dealerships to rental car companies to airports to, man, I'd love to put these at every toll booth, and then instead of a ticket, they just get an estimate. But that's me. So.
Yeah, the problem is we're kind of like you, Ryan. We see all the possibilities, and we really struggle to get it narrowed in on the lane. So in in Australia, we're blowing up right now. Like we're having a hard time keeping up over there with the growth, and so we're staying pretty focused in this kind of concept that we talked about today. But yeah, I mean, sky's the limit. I mean,
it's easy to get spread too thin. I mean, my mind is going back to my days working, if I spent a couple of years working with Mannheim and the thousands of cars that go through those auctions that everyone needs a condition report on.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think you're also, a key piece to this is educating the consumer, right? Mm-hmm. Some of them have $80,000, $90,000 BMW, Mercedes, and they've got some dents, some dings, some scratched rims, but they don't have any idea how much it would cost to have those done. So a lot of them, they're kind of like, yeah, I'm just going to live with it. But if we're able to push that to them and show them, hey, we can make these repairs today for $422. Meanwhile, in their mind, they may think that rim scratch is going to cost me $1,000. Now that conversion's much higher. And I think one of the key pieces too for a dealership is, a lot of those claims that they say the damage occurred at the dealership, this way they can check in and check out. And so a lot of dealerships that we're talking to, a lot of them have $10,000, $15,000 budgeted every month just for policy, which again, it hurts their CSI scores from the service lane. So this kind of helps prevent that and kind of creates that education for the consumers as well.
That pre-existing damage that wasn't there before, those kind of conversations. Wow.
And we're hearing that from from transport companies, from fleet, from dealerships, from everybody, and a lot of them, large parking garages even. And it's staggering how much money they're spending every month on that.
Just send the work to the body shops. That's all we ask.
That's
So.
it.
Right.
That's it.
Guys, thanks for being on the bleeding edge of this stuff, sharing a little bit of your story. It's truly exciting tech what you guys are working on. And if anybody's got questions or wants to get in touch with you guys, can you put it in the chat where they can get a hold of you?
Yep, 100%.
Thank you.
Thank you
I
guys.
appreciate you
Appreciate
guys.
your time.
John,
Thanks,
Jamie,
everybody.
thank you so much.